Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it was sent to me by one of our dear sister who gave us this translation. The translation reads like this: Hello, Brother Nash, how are you? Can you please post my own story as written as hidden identity? My name is Hidden. I am a 38-year-old truck driver who is from South Africa. I have been married to my wife, whom I will call Lerato, for 12 years, not a real name. Together, we have two beautiful children. My job keeps me on the road for long stretches at a time. I am always away from home for weeks at a time. It is a tough life, but I have always believed that I was doing something that was good for my family. But recently, my world has been turned upside down. What happened was that a few months ago, I then began to notice changes in Lerato. She became so distant, spending more time on her phone and less talking to me. You know, like, have you ever had that feeling? You are on WhatsApp and then you see that your wife also, she is on WhatsApp. Then she does not speak with you. If you do not speak with her, it means that she won't speak with you. Sometimes I'll just check on her, then I'll see that maybe it will be somewhere around 2 a.m. early in the morning when I'll be busy working. Then I'll see that she will be online, always chatting with other people. At first, I tried to brush it off as stress or maybe just the challenges of being apart so much. But deep down, I knew that there was something that was going wrong. I started to speak with other guys who even confirmed to me that there is no way that one can be online without ever speaking with her husband. Then one night, whilst I was on the road, I then received a call from one of my workmates. So he had known, around the yard, there were people that were gossiping about my wife. And when he came to me, he told me that he had seen my wife with another man more than once, and that it looked like they were more than just friends. My heart sank. I did not want to believe that this was the truth, but indeed this was the truth. The signs had been there. I knew as a man that this was what my wife was doing, but it was very hard for me to believe that a woman that I had loved for a very long time, this is what she had been doing. She had been cheating on me. But when that man told me that he had seen my wife with another man, I just felt like I was losing it. I then waited, even though the man had said that I was supposed to wait until I was going to catch her red-handed. But because of the pain that I had, I then confronted Lerato. She denied everything at first, but after days of arguing and cold silence, she finally admitted that she had been seeing someone else. I was really heartbroken. She said it was because of the loneliness, because I was never around. We argued a lot, and I said the reason as to why I was never at home, it was because I was trying to change our situation, because we were already sending our child to a private school. So what more did she want? I asked her. She said that it was far much better if you were at home. I said, how can I be at home and be at work at the same time? She said that she was sorry and she wanted to make things work between us. I wanted to believe her. My wife is more than beautiful. I did not want to lose her. I then just pretended as if I had forgiven her, because the pain, the betrayal, the cut was too deep. I could not afford to think of her being with another man. This was going to affect me when I will be on the road. So I said, it is fine. Let us just kiss and make up. So that is what we did. So a few days ago, whilst I was talking to one of my workmates, an American, about my situation, he suggested something that I would have never considered. He told me that back home in Zim, this is what he did to his wife when he had started working as a truck driver. He told me about a charm that he knew, but this charm had been brought to him by another man who is from Mozambique, something that could make other men see Lerato as unattractive. He explained the whole ritual. If I am going to do this ritual, he explained everything that I am supposed to do. So he said that this ritual, it is going to involve using the spirit of a dead woman or a dead man from the graves. So we will go to the grave, and once the charm is in place, no man would ever look at her the same way again. She would become invisible to other men, and they would find her not to be attractive, because wherever she will go to, what will be happening is that the spirit of that dead man or the dead woman will be walking in front of her. So when a man tries to speak with her, the man will first be confronted by that dead woman or the spirit of that dead man that will be walking in front of her. At first, I was shocked, and I was really scared of the idea of me going to the graveyards totally naked and performing these rituals against my wife. But the idea of using something so dark and unnatural to solve my problems, it is like this is the only way that I can solve my problem, even though it looks as if it is really crazy. The more that I have been thinking about it, the more that I have started to wonder. It is not an easy thing being on the road, knowing that your wife is giving it to another man. I have heard stories about these things before, and I have not yet believed in it. But as for that friend of mine, this man, he can be here working whilst the wife will be back home, and he has told me that the wife does not have even a boyfriend because of that ritual that he did. He said that the spirit, he told me that there is a spirit of a dead woman that protects his wife so much that no man will ever find her to be attractive. So, even though I have not yet believed in this, but I am desperate, I want to protect my marriage. I also don't want to live in fear of losing Lerato to someone else. My wife, she is more than beautiful, even though she has cheated on me once, but still I want to be with her. I do not want her to be with another man, because this will hurt me. I have invested so much in this woman. I have invested so much in our marriage. I want her. I want my son to grow up with both of his parents being together. Now I am torn apart. Part of me is tempted to go through with it. All that I have to do is that I have to go with my friend back to his country. If I go to his country, he said that already you would have communicated with another healer, and that healer is the one who is going to get the charms from Mozambique, and then we will do the rituals not in his country, but we are going to do the rituals here in our country, and we will go to the graves. Once we would have gone to the grave, then we will wake up the spirit of that dead man or the dead woman, and then we will use the spirit on my wife. And I was told that I will be given an item. I don't know exactly what am I going to be given. All that I have to do is to leave this item, the charm, at my house without my wife knowing anything. So the spirit that I would have collected from the grave, it will be placed on that charm, such that whenever the charm is at my house, this will mean that my family will be protected, my wife will be protected. Please assist me. I am reaching out for advice because I don't know what to do. Should I go through with the charm and protect my marriage? And even if it means using something that feels so wrong, or should I try to find another way to rebuild the trust that has been shattered? My heart is heavy and I am afraid of making a wrong decision. Please, if you have any guidance, I need it now more than ever. Should I do this? I do not want something that will end up with me having a koloshi. Please just assist me. Is this charm clean enough so much that I can use it on my wife? My friend, the American, he said that it is okay for a man to put a Central African locking system on his wife if you have paid for her bride price. I have paid for the bride price, and I do not want another man to eat and I do not want another man to come and harvest a cookie that I have paid for free. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear sister. who gave us this translation. So I asked her and I said, this American, is he from America? What is going on? That was when she asked our brother, who said that, oh, the guy is from Zim, so they gave him a nickname. They call him the American. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world.